Hi everyone, I'm Susan with Pigtail Quilting and Stitching. Welcome to my channel. On this video, you're going to see what I've been doing. I've been working on a sew along with Great Granny Squared with the quilt blocks and the cross stitch. And also I'm going to show you how I've decorated this year for the 4th of July. This has been a year since I started Pigtail Quilting and Stitching, and it's just been so much fun, and I've learned so much. And I just appreciate everyone that subscribed and that watches my channel, and for all of the comments that I received. So let's get started. So I just want to share with you too how I've decorated for the 4th of July. I started my YouTube channel, Pigtail Quilting and Stitching, a year ago on the 4th of July with my first video. So I kind of wanted to do another one to show you how I have decorated this year. And at the quilt show this last spring, I bought one of the vendors, I bought this panel, and it came in a really cute little lunch pail. And I just put the borders on it. It was very simple, and had my quilter quilt it, put the binding on, and I thought it'd be cute to hang outside in this on my front area. It is covered, and I'll just have it, for the day. I used straight pins to hang it, and so it doesn't leave any holes in your quilts, just a tiny straight pin, and then it doesn't do any damage to your siding either. And it was really easy to hang. My sister shared that tip with me, and so I have been doing that when I hang my quilts. Another thing I wanted to show you was this cute little chick feeder, and you can get these at any feed store or whatever, and you just put a little ball jar on top, and then you can fill them with candy, and it's fun to do for the seasons. This is hot tamales in here that I do for 4th of July. And then in the fall, I'll do candy corn, and then Christmas you can do something else. And it's great for gifts to your friends, and just kind of fun to have either by your sewing machine too. So that's kind of a fun thing. My sister gave me one, my first one, and I just really loved it. And I have gifted these to my friends, my quilting friends, and over the years. The 2 quilts you see on the chairs were leftover blocks from the bigger quilt that I'm going to swing around and show you. And I kind of just use those to decorate for table toppers. And I'll swing around here and show you up here. I put the bigger one. This is the main one I had. And then just use the leftover blocks to make smaller ones. And I have ferns out this year. A friend of mine has always put ferns on her kind of a covered porch, and she's had just great success with them, and so I decided I'm just going to try it this year. And boy, they sure have done pretty good. I just kind of mist them in water, and they've done pretty good. So I will swing around here and show you my flowers that have done pretty good so far. Getting in the bright sun, turn around. Anyway, I just share with you this. Back up and give you one more look. My wall hanging. It's always fun to use our quilts when decorating for the seasons. So, just a fun way to celebrate the 4th of July. I want to show you a little treat I received in the mail. My sister has made me these cute little stitching bags, and I just think they're so adorable. I wanted to share them with you. She cross-stitched this little sewing machine and pieced it with the fabric and buttons, and then she sewed it onto these little canvas bags, and she did the same for the smaller one. And I just thought they were so cute. And then she even put, you know, the tie on the zipper. I kind of lined down this one, but even the little tie matching the fabric. I'll get a little closer so you can kind of see just how cute they are. And then she sent me these little scissor holders, and she sent me 2 of those, and so I put them with my little bitty boards and magnet, and then I put them in my little stitching bag with the project. And then I have a pair of scissors, a little bitty board, and I'll have my needles and everything I need just to take with me for our project. And so this is kind of what this video is about, is how I've been kind of using my project bags and some of the ones that I bought and also. But these here are just so cute. I just want to share them. And I'm going to open this up, the little scissors, so you can see how they look too. And then they can have like a little needle in there also. So I will show you how they're opened up and how I'm going to use them. Here I've opened up the little scissor holder, and you can see that there's flannel on that, which actually could put your threads in there when you fold it up, and they kind of fold together. Oops, I should show you how you do that. And then the scissors fit on them, and then the little elastic tie. And I just thought they were so cute that I just had to show you that. And I don't have the pattern that she made these with, but the bags, I know that it's a Lori Holt little stitch pattern. And I just thought those were just so cute. But then the second thing I want to show is some other stitch bags she sent along with this. And these are from Lori Holt, the panels. And she sent me this one. Happiness is a bobbin full, with the double zippers, and then her cute little crocheted flower and covered button. I'll turn this over so you can see this side also. And these are so cute too for your stitching projects to have and everything. And I put the little spool on there, the little spool of thread. And then along with that one, she made me a little smaller one with another little flower, crochet flower and covered button. And then the little zippers, the double zippers. And you can see how they're really, you can see how they're all nice and lined inside. And that's what this one is too. Here is another bag I wanted to show, a stitching bag. And this is one of the Mad for Plaid Fat Quarter Shop, I think Lori Holt bags. They're kind of mesh, and you can stitch on them. And this pattern was available from our local yarn shop, and I think it came from Shepherd's Bush. Anyway, so they had 3 different ones. They had a stitch one, and this was the one I did. It came as a kit. And it was really kind of fun to do. Kind of show you. And I finished this one. And then I went and got another one, the heart one, and the heart one could have been done on the gray plaid bag also, and because they had a Christmas one, I think called Joy, that could have been done. I'm still working on this one. There's a little button that needs to go where the little green is on the E, and a few more little hearts, I believe, in light pink. But I'm just about finished with this one. And they have a 4th of July one and some other ones that are just really cute. And there's some new bags out that are the Mad for Plaid that are in the pastels. I think a mint green, a pink, and a light blue. And I think they're about this size too. And I think those would really be fun to stitch on also. But this is kind of a fun thing to do. I'll just kind of show you those. And I am a new cross stitcher, so it's kind of nice to practice on some of the bigger things. And these little patterns were pretty nice to do. You kind of use a little heavier needle on this kind of mesh. I also wanted to show you the pillows that I've been making after I have stitched on 10 count from Lori Holt's stitch cards. And this is kind of how it's helped me practice cross stitch, because they're just really small. You can get them done really pretty fast. And then I followed Lori Holt's tutorial on making the pillows. And it was really fun to make. And I just keep them in a little dough bowl on my dining room table. And you might have seen that from one of my pictures that I posted on Instagram. But here they are, and they have just been really fun. And I really have enjoyed stitching them. And then just kind of using her method of putting the backing on with the pillows. And the pig I have stitched on 14 count, and I have it framed in a little, fits in a little 3-inch frame. But these have been just so much fun. And then they're just really cute if you want to put them out in a little bowl or tray, or even a little vintage bowl. I think is really cute. I've been rearranging a few things. I like to do that in the seasons, and it just kind of always is fun to rearrange. And so I've been kind of working on that and finding different ways to arrange some of my sewing things, and it's been kind of fun. I found some things that I want to work on, and so that's helped me too. So I've kind of been doing that, but I just kind of wanted to share these with you. And then I'll stop and I'll show you how they look in the bread bowl. So here are the little cross stitch pillows in a little dough bowl. I think I called it a bread bowl, but a little dough bowl. And I have my little spools of thread on my dining room table too. So I'll kind of add these on and then just keep stitching and kind of add them to it. So this has been kind of fun to do. Really enjoyed this. I also want to share with you, I've been doing the Great Granny Squared Sew Along this summer, and so far I have 10 blocks done. I think you do 2 blocks a week, but anyway, I have made this quilt a few times before, about 3 times before, and it goes together so great. I've made it in different fabrics. In fact, the one on my little table that I showed, on my sewing table that I showed with the bags, that is a Great Granny Squared one too, that was made out of the Bake Shop fabrics. And so this is just a really enjoyable pattern to take to a sew day and have it cut out and sit and just sew your blocks together. And so I have taken it and started that and just really enjoyed it so much. So as I'm going along, I kind of try to keep up with my border blocks. I don't have as many of those done, but I sure have enjoyed making this. So I just thought I'd kind of share my blocks that I've got done so far. And it's out of Lori Holt's plaids. and her plaids are really cute. And then also I kind of did the cross stitch that is the free download pattern. In fact, this doesn't look like it's very straight. I got this at Hobby Lobby, this little frame, and it just went in there beautifully, but it sure doesn't look straight in this picture, but it looks better off camera. But I did that also, and I plan to do some more of these, maybe in 10 count, and make some little more pillows, because those are really fun to work on. So thank you for watching this video. I just also wanted to show you the little lunch pail that the panel came in, and it's just so cute, and I plan on using it for some cross-stitch patterns and projects. So anyway, thanks for watching.